In this chapter, God's commandments are mainly about adultery. It also speaks about the Moloch, which is a metaphor for satanic behavior. I also want to remind you that the Israelites left Egypt with strangers, people that worked with them and for them. I'm going to start reading verse 1 to 3, and this time I am not going to read all the verses in this chapter. Verse 1, Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Again you shall say to the children of Israel, Whoever of the children of Israel, or of the strangers who dwell in Israel, who gives any of his descendants to Moloch, he shall surely be put to death. The people of the land shall stone him with stones. I will set my face against that man, and will cut him off from his people, because he has given some of his descendants to Moloch to defile my sanctuary and profane my holy name. I'm going to continue reading verse 10 to 21. The man who commits adultery with another man's wife, he who commits adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death. Verse 11. The man who lies with his father's wife has uncovered his father's nakedness. Both of them shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. Verse 12. If a man lies with his daughter-in-law, both of them shall surely be put to death. They have committed perversion. Their blood shall be upon them. Verse 13. If a man lies with a male as he lies with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. Verse 14. If a man marries a woman and her mother, it is wickedness. They shall be burned with fire, both he and they, that there may be no wickedness among you. Verse 15. If a man mates with an animal, he shall surely be put to death, and you shall kill the animal. Verse 16. If a woman approaches any animal and mates with it, you shall kill the woman and the animal. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood is upon them. Verse 17. If a man takes his sister, his father's daughter, or his mother's daughter, and sees her nakedness, and she sees his nakedness, it is a wicked thing, and they shall be cut off in the sight of their people. He has uncovered his sister's nakedness, he shall bear his guilt. Verse 18. If a man lies with a woman during her sickness and uncovers her nakedness, here they're talking about the menstrual period, he has exposed her flow, and she has uncovered the flow of her blood. Both of them shall be cut off from their people. Verse 19. You shall not uncover the nakedness of your mother's sister, nor of your father's sister, for that would uncover his near of kin. They shall bear their guilt. Verse 20. If a man lies with his uncle's wife, he has uncovered his uncle's nakedness. They shall bear their sin. They shall die childless. Verse 21. If a man takes his brother's wife, it is an unclean thing. He has uncovered his brother's nakedness. They shall be childless. Going on now to verse 25, and here God is talking about clean and unclean animals. You shall therefore distinguish between clean animals and unclean, between unclean birds and clean, and you shall not make yourselves abominable by beast or by bird, or by any kind of living thing that creeps on the ground, which I have separated from you as unclean. Verse 27. A man or a woman who is a medium or who has familiar spirits shall surely be put to death. they shall stone them with stones. Their blood shall be upon them. At this point, I'd like to thank everyone for taking part in this study. And next time, we're going to study Leviticus chapter 21.